season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. About to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run play action. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a couple.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Eagles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He did not make it. A stonewall on third down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Here's the return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to fire on second down. pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Boston College. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Durant. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Hines is tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Back to throw, it's Jocelyn. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll pull it down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Intercepted, number 19. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Joslin. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got it on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looking at a second and short now. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Joslin. He's got him this time. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running into the open space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Looking down the middle. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Boston College.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us. And
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Creates a little room. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Looking downfield, it's Jocelyn. Got a man, it's Durant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. There he goes. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Line getting set on second down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Quarterback keeps it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Through the air, it's Jocelyn. Oh, they're after him. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. The offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Allen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the running back. Makes one-man miss. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
grab behind the line. It's Durant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he piles his way to the 35.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field. It's Jocelyn. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. A 1st down for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Let's talk for a second about NC State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year. Yeah. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man. It's Jocelyn. Finds the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
He uncorks a bullet to the right.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking back.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Got enough space. Touchdown, Boston College. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking the deep shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, NC State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Logan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just
going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Boston College.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Dropping back, it's Green. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he...
Deep shot for the end zone. Snatches it on the right. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, when you say